Imagine an island no bigger than a football pitch, yet home to over 200 people. A speck of rock and iron in Lake Victoria, Migingo pulses with a life so intense it defies belief. This is a place of paradoxes, where survival, ingenuity, and international politics collide. Today, we'll walk its narrow pathways, meet its people, and uncover what makes Migingo one of the world's most extraordinary places. The story of Migingo is about human resilience and the fierce competition for resources in our modern world. Now let's step onto the shores of Migingo. Migingo is less than half a hectare, smaller than a football pitch. From afar, it looks like a cluster of metallic roofs shimmering on Lake Victoria, barely distinguishable as land. Up close you see a settlement where every inch is essential for survival. There's no soil, no trees, no green, just rock, iron, and people. Homes and businesses are stacked tightly, creating a dense, multi-layered labyrinth. There are no roads, only narrow, winding paths between shacks. No gardens, no open spaces, just a maze of human activity. Yet, despite the confinement, Migingo is vibrant. Commerce, conversation, and music fill the air from dawn to dusk. It's a city in miniature, a testament to how humanity adapts when pushed to the limits of space. Migingo's size shapes every aspect of life here. Migingo's population density is staggering, over 200 people on a rock smaller than a football pitch. Privacy is redefined, homes are wall-to-wall, and every sound, smell, and emotion is shared. Life is lived in public, under the constant gaze of neighbors. Yet, instead of chaos, a unique social code has evolved. People navigate tight spaces with unspoken etiquette, forging a communal bond out of necessity. Belongings are stored wherever possible, on roofs, in alleys, in every available nook. Every action ripples through the community, fostering deep interdependence. Migingo's population swells and recedes with the fishing season, but the sense of connection remains. No one is born here. Everyone comes for work, drawn by the promise of the lake. The island's density is a direct result of its role as a fishing hub. It's a transient, yet tightly knit community. Here, survival means learning to coexist in the closest quarters imaginable. On Migingo, everyone's life is intertwined. Migingo exists for one reason: fish, specifically, the Nile perch. The waters around the island are among the richest fishing grounds in Lake Victoria. Before sunrise, boats set out, fishermen risking everything for a good catch. A successful haul means prosperity. A bad day can mean debt. The island transforms into a hub of commerce as fish are weighed, haggled over, and processed for export. Nearly everyone here depends on this industry: fishermen, traders, cooks, mechanics. The rhythm of life is dictated by the boats and the market price of Nile perch. But the gold rush has a dark side. Competition is fierce, and overfishing threatens the future. Fishermen from neighboring countries vie for access, fueling tension and conflict. The fate of Migingo is tied to the fate of the fish. If the Nile perch disappear, so does the island's lifeblood. Sustainability is the only hope for Migingo's survival. Migingo sits at the heart of a geopolitical storm between Kenya and Uganda. Both nations claim this tiny, valuable rock, leading to years of tension and occasional confrontations. Colonial-era maps and the economic value of the fishing grounds fuel the dispute. Ugandan police and military have controlled the island at times, taxing Kenyan fishermen and creating an atmosphere of uncertainty. Residents are caught in the crossfire, forced to navigate shifting rules and authorities. Joint management has been proposed, but a lasting solution remains elusive. For Migingo's people, politics is a daily reality, one more challenge in a life already lived on the edge. The island's struggle mirrors border disputes across Africa, where lines on a map clash with the realities of life and resources. Life on Migingo means radical closeness. Homes are shacks of iron and timber, packed so tightly sunlight barely reaches the ground. Privacy is sacrificed, but in its place is a powerful sense of community. Neighbors are like family, doors are rarely locked, and children are watched by all. Shared struggle and mutual dependence bind everyone together. When disaster strikes, the community rallies. Repairs are made, food is shared, and support is given. Fishermen work in cooperatives, women run shops and eateries, and everyone plays a role in survival. Disputes are inevitable, but elders and leaders mediate, keeping the peace. Gossip travels fast, but so does help. The island's greatest challenge, lack of space, has become its greatest strength. Migingo's people have woven a resilient social fabric, turning hardship into unity. It's a community both claustrophobic and caring, intrusive and supportive. Here, interdependence is as solid as the rock beneath their feet. Despite its size, Migingo functions as a self-contained town. Shops, pharmacies, and a small clinic line the cramped pathways. Bars and video halls offer entertainment, echoing with laughter at night. Electricity comes from diesel generators run by local entrepreneurs. Fragile, expensive, but vital. Water is precious, brought in by boat or collected from rain. Every resource is managed with care and ingenuity. Services spring up to meet every need. Barbershops, photo studios, even a brothel. Demand creates supply in its rawest form. This infrastructure, built from scratch, makes Migingo more than a fishing camp. It's a home. The island is a testament to human adaptability. Migingo's economy is a closed loop, fueled almost entirely by the Nile perch. Every shilling can be traced back to the fish pulled from the lake. Fishermen are at the top, but their fortunes rise and fall with each catch. Earnings flow through the island, spent at bars, shops, and sent to families on the mainland. Women run many small businesses providing food, laundry, and local beer. Every skill is monetized, from mending nets to cutting hair. Trade with the mainland is constant. Fish out, everything else in. Prices are high, reflecting the cost of isolation. The economy is intense, direct, and born of necessity. Survival depends on the circular flow of money and resources. On Migingo, every transaction is a matter of survival. On Migingo, unwritten rules are as important as formal laws. Seniority and respect go to the first settlers, who act as informal leaders and mediators. Public space is communal. Pathways double as living rooms and storefronts, requiring constant cooperation. Temporary relationships are common, managed by community networks, especially among women. Success is shared. A good catch means generosity, while those struggling are supported by others. These customs smooth out the boom and bust cycles of fishing. The social code keeps peace and order in a place where space is scarce. On Migingo, no one truly succeeds or fails alone. Migingo's resilience is shadowed by an environmental crisis. With no space for waste, trash and sewage end up in the lake, polluting the water and threatening health. The risk of disease is high, and cramped conditions make outbreaks likely. Overfishing is depleting the Nile perch, forcing fishermen to travel farther for smaller catches. Some use illegal methods, further endangering the ecosystem. The community tries to organize cleanups and discuss sustainability, but survival often takes priority. Without outside help, environmental pressures will only grow. Migingo's future depends on finding a balance between survival and sustainability. To truly understand Migingo, you need to know its secret origin. The first settlers, Joseph and Sabuga and Dalmastembo, were outcasts, accused of witchcraft and exiled from their communities. Seeking refuge, they made this barren rock their home, a place no one else wanted. Migingo began as a sanctuary, not a gold rush. Its foundation is survival and asylum, not greed. This origin explains the fierce sense of community and mutual protection. The island's DNA is one of banding together against the outside world. Migingo is a testament to how outcasts can build something extraordinary. It's not just a fishing post, it's a sanctuary turned thriving community. Sometimes the places society throws away become the most valuable of all. Migingo Island is a mirror to our world, showing ingenuity, community, and the cost of resource pressure. Its people demonstrate resilience and adaptability, but their future hangs in the balance. The fate of Migingo depends on sustainability and peace. This tiny rock is a symbol of humanity's ability to create home in the most unlikely places. Thank you for joining me on this journey to one of the world's most fascinating wonders. Until next time, stay curious.